right, everyone, welcome to Rhythm and Roads. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. We have a very special group. We have Boulevards, and they are the Synthwave 80s group, which I'm very big on that kind of style of music. So, welcome, guys.
Dude, thanks for having us, Josh. We
Yeah.
appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Welcome. And just want to say, love your song, One Track Heart. Very catchy. Saw the music video, and it's so cool, man. Just
Thank you, man.
that kind of feel. I mean, you guys are doing it together in your own studio. It's good stuff. So,
It's awesome, man. Yeah, we do everything. We're completely independent. Like we
wow.
produce, write, everything is on
Man.
us. So everything we put out is like a piece of our soul, you know?
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Well, you're doing a really great job. Creative work. I mean, everything sounds great. So good job.
Thank you.
I do want to get to know each of you just on the journey of your own music and just where you guys started. So I don't know if Ryan or Jake wants to go first, but just kind of share about your background, your story, the journey of how it all this started, being a musician, a songwriter, and then we can lead into the group, how it started.
Yeah, definitely. So I toured in a heavy metal band for 15 years.
Wow.
Um, so like that's all I've known. I graduated high school and literally hit the road and totally different genre of music, but obviously the music worlds collide. And
Yeah.
through that band, I met Jake when we were both kind of based out of Montana.
Okay.
So yeah, we never really were in a band together or anything. We just knew each other as friends and mutual friends, things like that. And uh, COVID hit, and I was, in my 30s, and I was like, yeah, I'm kind of ready to be done touring because we were just like 300 days a year for like literally 5 years straight, like over 200, and
Oh,
then like 10 years before that, like 150 to 200 a year. So I was just kind of done.
wow.
So I moved to Nashville and started working in artist management.
Okay.
And then, right after COVID, and then, I kind of got a little disengaged from that because I was still an artist myself. So I was like, I can do all this stuff better than all these guys that I manage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so made the trip, moved back to Montana, which was 2 years ago. And then I literally texted Jake out of nowhere, and I was like, dude, we should start a synthwave band.
Wow.
And so we did.
Wow, what a story, man. God, you were right after high school, you just started on the road, huh? Just
Yes. So dumb, man.
dang. That's
Yeah.
incredible. I bet you've been to so many incredible places that I've never been to, a lot of viewers never experienced.
Yeah. We've played in every state
Oh,
except Hawaii and Alaska.
oh
And
really?
then,
To those
yeah.
places. Wow.
Yeah. And then 17 other countries too.
Oh, wow. And this was with
Still
what
no.
band were you with?
It was called Righteous Vendetta. It's like
Oh,
heavy metal.
heavy metal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get
A little
into more.
bit,
What's that?
little bit of a shift to what we're doing now.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dang, dude. But we'll
Yeah.
definitely get into the story too about the Linkin Park tribute down the road on this. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick, if you want to go ahead and share your part, thank you, Ryan, for sharing that.
Yeah, yeah. So I had a little bit different story of my musical background. So out of high school, I like entrenched myself in like Christian world of music,
Okay.
and so that's what I'm doing still to this day. Is I work at a church doing music full
Oh,
time,
cool.
and
Nice.
then and in the past, yeah, I have years of like playing in bands and playing outside of like yeah the Christian scene. Um, and yeah, that's kind of where our paths, Ryan and I's paths intersected. Was he was a heavy metal singer and I was like a church singer, and so kind of an eclectic pair, the
Yeah.
two of us. But yeah,
Well, Jake, for with the Christian music industry, have you worked with or played with any bands? Because I'm really big on the music industry in the Christian realm too. So I know, I mean, I don't know them personally, but I know a lot of bands since the
hmm
'80s. So have you worked with
oh
any?
yeah, we haven't. Our paths unfortunately haven't intersected with any like big names.
Oh,
We're
okay.
in Billings, Montana, so we there are a couple artists actually that have like moved to Montana
Oh,
and that
really?
we do have
Oh,
relationship with here, but nothing like crazy. It's more just like people are coming to our church and
yeah.
being a part of the like local scene here. So
Okay. No, no, that's fine, man.
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, because I grew up listening to like Newsboys, DC Talk.
Oh yeah.
Those, I mean, those bands. I mean, I still do. I mean, especially Newsboys.
Yeah.
But
Jake, Jake's being modest. He's the singer at the biggest church in Montana.
really? Oh, dude. Is it like a mega church or what? Like one of those big churches?
I mean technically yes. It's a yeah.
I
Wow.
still don't know my way around it.
It's like going to arena,
Yeah.
well, I've been to the actually where I'm from. I'm from El Paso, Texas, and there is a church out here that's a mega church which I've been to, and yeah, it's like going to a big arena, man.
It
Oh
is,
yeah.
man. It's wild.
But yeah, anyway, but yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you're very in different. That's the thing. Great minds think alike, but you're in two different worlds. In the way you're from in
Yep.
the Christian background of music, and then Ryan with his metal band, and all of a sudden you guys are with Boulevard. It's like, whoa, what two worlds collide like that? It's interesting, you know? Uh,
Yeah. Well, we both love music,
yeah,
and I know, what Jake's good at, and I just love synthwave. So I was like,
yeah,
I just want to be a part of something that sounds nostalgic,
right.
So it was just an idea. And I was like, when we started, it was just like, dude, let's just have fun. Let's just write whatever we want to write. And it's like, there's no anyone involved except us. We do it
Right.
because we love it, And so
That's so
that's how
cool.
it's evolved.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit on that Lincoln Park project that you guys were part of.
Yeah. We still are. We
Oh,
only
you still
usually
are?
do
Okay.
We still do it, yeah, very sparingly. It's like we do maybe 2, 3 shows a year sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I think last year we did 3. Um, but yeah, it's like we play the first 2 Linkin Park records basically front to back, almost all the songs, not all of them, and then like 6 more of the hits that are like
Yeah.
new, not
Dang.
super new,
Well, the
but
first and second album are, I think, the best.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's why we
yeah.
only do those 2.
Oh, yeah. Like, you can't go wrong with those two.
You can't. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to come see the show, man, it's like we pride ourselves on sounding
Oh, I bet.
as
Yeah.
close to Linkin Park as we possibly can.
Oh, man. Do you have any YouTube videos of the band
Oh yeah,
playing? Oh, yeah.
yeah. The band's called Wretches and Kings.
Well, say that again.
Wretches and Kings.
Wretches and Kings.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Pretty cool title. I like that.
Yeah, we even like re-recorded the original songs, but we like recorded
Really?
them.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You should check it out.
where is that available on like Apple?
YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like out on streaming platforms or
Okay.
anything. We're not allowed to make money on it, so it's just
Yeah.
out there. But
Oh, I'd love
you
to.
can hear it.
And so, how long were
It's
you guys?
funny.
Go ahead.
It's just funny going from Boulevard stuff where like Ryan's singing these like pretty like falsetto like 80s style parts and then going to Wretches and Kings. Dude, he sounds just like Chester. Like
Are you serious?
it's crazy to
Oh
oh, he sounds
man.
just like Chester. Scream,
Wow.
dude.
It
Yeah,
is weird,
it's wild.
man. We have like the same vocal timbre. Like our
Man.
voices. It's weird.
Wow. I definitely need to check out these YouTube videos and see.
Yeah, go check it out, dude.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What? So have you guys ever came out like close to like for this Lincoln Park project, like LA area, Dallas, anywhere around the states of like Texas? No, just
Nope.
around your areas.
We just play basically Montana. We did North Dakota last year.
Oh, you did. Oh
We
wow.
played
Yeah.
we did a quick East Coast tour, Ryan.
Oh
Remember
yeah, I
that?
forgot about that. Yeah, we did an East Coast
Yeah.
tour once.
Oh, you did. Okay. Well, damn,
Yeah.
I wonder why. I mean, is there a reason why the West Coast hasn't been in the books? I mean, because there's other tribute bands of Linkin Park that's come through Texas that I've seen. I mean,
Yeah, that's probably our friends in the end.
yes,
Uh,
in the end, that's exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Chris is a
friends with
good
them.
buddy of
Okay.
mine, man. I love Chris.
Oh, cool.
We knew each other outside of the Linkin Park things,
Oh,
which
okay.
is weird. But no, it's just everyone that's in the group has like totally separate lives.
Okay.
Everyone lives in different places, and it's already enough of a battle to get everyone together just to play like a hometown show,
I see. Yeah,
and then just going on tours is just not in the cards, man.
yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially if you
it
have
is.
families or responsibilities back home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all have kids.
Oh, you
We
do.
all have,
Okay.
families. Yeah, so it's like, dude,
Oh,
we ain't gonna be out there farting around the road,
oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, I'm glad you guys still have this project going on with the Linkin Park project. So that's really cool as a backup,
Yeah,
something to look forward to on the side as well.
it's fun. Yeah, it's
Uh,
just fun.
Now let's get into the story on Boulevard. So when did Boulevard start?
Jake, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah. believe almost 2 years ago now. So Ryan moved back into town again. We'd
Okay.
have this history, a couple years of, probably 10 years of friendship, just knowing each other through music. And he just calls me up out of the blue and is like, asked me to grab lunch. And so I'm like trying to figure out, just like racking my brain, what could he possibly want? I would have never thought that he wanted to start a pop band with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he puts the ask out there, like
Right.
shows me some like styles of music that he's interested in, and it's incidentally it's like stuff that I've already been like
Interesting.
into, and like yeah, like in making songs like this, and so
That's so
it's
cool.
kind of a perfect fit. And just in our area too is like, yeah, I just really respect Ryan. I have the history with him, and like know that he's like very professional, and yeah, he's also really driven, where I like doing like the creative like things,
Yeah.
and Ryan's great at that too, but he's also like the business guy, like go getter. So it's kind of like a perfect fit for us. But
Okay.
yeah, so over the past 2 years, we've been writing together, writing remotely, and trying to just make some music that we're proud of. So
Nice. And the title, who thought of the title Boulevards?
I think Jake did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were gonna
yeah,
do the Boulevard,
Oh, the Boulevard?
and then but someone already had that.
Oh, he did. Okay.
mhm.
So yeah, some other country or something, and so we were like, well, there's two of us. Let's just call it Boulevards, plural.
Remove the.
Yeah,
Yep.
There you
and
go.
then people thought
And
we
we were
were
just
called Beloveds. And we were
Really?
like,
Is that what they thought?
have you ever driven down the Boulevard? Like this is how you abbreviate it.
Well, yeah. That's why I was like, what do you mean, beloveds?
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
anyway, yeah, Jake was. I think Jake just was like, dude,
That's cool.
Boulevard.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, let's do it.
very cool. Well,
we were
yeah.
Yeah.
trying to like get that like nostalgic, like cruising down, like
Yeah.
listening to music in the
Yeah.
summertime down the boulevard. So that's kind of like the where this
Yeah.
idea came from.
There you
But
go. Driving down like in California, one of those
oh
highways
yeah,
to the ocean,
Yeah. I
top
also
down.
love
yeah,
when stuff has
Yeah.
no vowels. Like
Mm.
that was a big trend for a while, and I was like, this is an old trend, but let's bring it back. This
Yeah.
is cool.
mm,
Yeah.
yep.
This
You know?
very cool. Well, I want to say your latest single, One Track Heart. Who's the saxophonist? Who's the one that's playing the sax?
Neither of us. He's not on the call.
Oh, he's not. Okay. Also, like, where is he at?
Now he's gonna pop up behind Jake with a sax and
I
be
know he's all
playing.
like, here I am. Yeah, it's like, that actually
He's
is
a
cool. It's very cool.
that dude is a player, man. He's
Yeah.
so sick. He's a local kid. It's funny. I taught a college class back at in Wyoming
Mhm.
that he was a student at
Wow.
like years ago, and now
Really?
he's in my band.
He's in your band. The odds of that,
Yeah.
huh? That's really interesting.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Yeah, but we met him. Me and Jake just randomly went to a jazz gig together,
Oh, okay.
and we were like, maybe we can find a saxophone player. And we
Yeah.
saw him go on stage, and we were like, that's the kid.
That's the guy.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, so what's the story behind One Track Heart? So what's the story behind the song?
Jake,
You want me to take that? Yeah.
it's your song.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, just writing from a love song idea. It doesn't even have to be a love song, depending on whatever you want to make of this song. But this idea is that like the person has this vast different like ideas of trajectory of where they can go in life, and somehow like love or relationship, or maybe it's for people they can interpret it as a hobby or a course that they're taking. And One Track Heart is that they're going to put their focus in that direction. And so yeah, take that as you
Oh,
will.
yeah. Oh yeah, thanks for sharing that.
I
Yeah,
remember when Jake sent me that song. We had plans to like release other songs, and I was like, no, we're releasing this one now because I was like, this is so good.
yeah, it's very good. And thanks for releasing it when you did.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
of course, you have other ones, Victims of the Night. Those are your latest singles for this year. Uh,
Yep.
one of my favorites too is Pretend.
Yeah, that's from the first record.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, that song's good, man. I really like it. It's deep. I like just the lyrics to it. It's just something about it. Yeah.
That was
That's one of my favorite ones too.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it too?
the same.
Yeah.
That was one of those tracks that just we couldn't get it to. I think the marketing behind it was a little like it was hard to get traction on it.
Oh, really?
And I think just because of the demographic, like we didn't target it right and things like that. But we just struggled with that one. But that's why we have it in the catalog. So one day when people do know who we are, they can go listen.
Yeah.
And what I'm really excited about is to see the trajectory because we've been pretty consistent releasing music from day one.
Oh, good. Very good.
You know, we've been a band. We started in February of 2024.
Okay.
So a year and 6 months. And what do we have out now? 14 songs,
Really? Wow.
something like that. Yeah, so
Good.
it's close to that. So we're excited. Like you can track the trajectory, you know,
Yeah.
as from the beginning to like wherever we end up.
Yeah. No, that's good. For a year and a half, you already have 14. Wow. And that's
Well, we got more in the can and we just haven't released
oh,
them
you
yet.
just
Yeah.
haven't released it. Dang, man. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah, we've been
that's
working, man.
yeah. No, that's impressive. Just 14 songs and the fact that you have more to come. Do you guys plan on like being an opener for a band? Or, I mean, what's the plan for like a tour? I know you guys have families and all that, but I mean,
Yeah.
just to release music, or do you really want to go to shows the best that you can?
We eventually want to do shows.
Yeah.
We want to keep it limited and like
Okay.
not overplay. Like we want it to be a treat when it's like if we get a fan base that's like, hey, Boulevard's is playing and we don't know when they're going to play next,
Mm,
is kind of the vibe we want to go for. So
okay.
it's like
One
we'd
of those
love to
rare
do like
shows.
Fridays and Saturdays, you know, in but we want to build demand before we go try to play shows. Like we
Yeah.
want people to tickets to go on sale and people are like, I want to get those tickets. Not like we have to force people to come, like they don't even know who this band is. And it's like there's no better way to do that than on the internet.
Yeah.
We have played live. We played maybe like 6 or 7 shows.
Oh, you have?
And
Okay.
we have a blast. We love doing
Oh,
it.
I bet, man.
It's just you got to pay players, and it's very financially difficult, especially when you're a new band.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So we ain't gonna take that risk right yet. Just
Yeah.
trying to hit the road, dude. We're gonna build the internet first.
Yeah. No, that's smart that you're going to do that because once, like you said, once those rare shows of you guys are going to come out and you're promoting that, that's where they're already going to be familiar with your music. They're going to be like, man, I'll take that trip to go see them. Like, you know what I mean? It's
That's
just
the hope.
good that you're building that status to that point to where when you're going to say, hey, this is our shows, it's a limited time. They're going to be like, shoot, let's go because they don't
Yeah,
ever.
we got. Yeah. We don't want to be the band. It's like I can see him next week.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
something like that. Yeah, they're like, oh, they always go on tour. It's like no
Yeah.
one's like, oh, this is a rare occasion. Let's go.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're going for there.
Nice. Well, a little background on the music. So, like for me as a musician, I play drums, but a lot of when I grew up, like as a teenager, listening to like Depeche Mode, NXS, Duran Duran, even U2, one of my favorite bands. Has there been any bands back then that inspired you to do the synthwave '80s kind of style?
Phil Collins for me.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
man, what a trip!
Yeah. Big Phil Collins fan. Dude, that's
Are
funny
you?
you said Duran Duran. We had a guy message us on Facebook. He's like, man, I love the original stuff, guys, but it'd be pretty sick if you did a Duran Duran cover band.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
we were like, that's probably
Wow.
the last thing I would ever do. But
Are you guys not big fans or what on Duran?
oh, I couldn't name a Duran Duran song personally.
Oh no.
No.
I was
If
thinking
I
right away
heard
that
it,
came
I
to
would
mind
know
was
it.
Ordinary World.
That's what is that their big song?
Well, that's one of their big songs, but it's a little slower, but it's one of those that everyone will sing along to, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Another one, I think for my before we get into it, if you guys were to ever do a cover song, I think Hungry Like the Wolf would be a perfect song for
Okay, I know that
Yeah.
song.
that song's
I
catchy. Once it starts,
I,
you're like, oh, you're in the
I
mood for that.
think that one came across our desk as like a possibility
Oh, really?
Hmm.
to do. Yeah, I think I was looking at it.
Yeah, that would be
But
a cool cover to do. Hungry Like the Wolf.
I,
Oh,
I
heck.
was I was just doing songs that were easy with lyrics when we did covers. So
Okay.
it's like, man, we gotta memorize all these lyrics.
Well, that too, yeah. All right, but go
Yeah.
ahead, Ryan, what you were saying on the Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, I love Phil Collins. I just love those like huge builds
Mm.
and big 80s drum sounds. That's like my favorite part of doing all this is I love mixing drums.
Oh man.
So that's a big influence for me is that Phil Collins kind of sound.
Now, are you talking more like Genesis as well, or are you just talking
Yeah.
Phil Collins' own solo work?
Phil Collins, Genesis, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I do listen to Genesis, a lot of their older stuff back in like late 70s.
Yep.
Even with what's his name? Uh, the prior singer to Phil Collins for
I
Genesis.
didn't
I don't
really. I don't
know.
even.
Yeah, I don't know
Did
if you,
Genesis exist without Phil Collins?
yeah, well, there was another, well, right, I know, because there was like, what? There was, no, there was actually Peter Gabriel. There it is. Peter Gabriel,
Oh yeah,
the
Yep.
he
original
did like
singer.
Sledgehammer and all that stuff.
Yeah. And then
He's
he,
actually sick too.
yeah. And so Phil Collins was the drummer when Peter Gabriel was the singer of Genesis.
Yep.
And then when he left the band, and Phil Collins filled in.
Yep, that's right.
But both of them are just great, just themselves too. So
They are. Well, I got into this band called the Midnight. That's what really got me into synthwave.
Midnight, okay.
Actually, I discovered the Midnight in this house I'm doing this podcast in, and I remember my friend turned it on, and I was like, "What is this?
Wow.
This is like I'd never heard anything like it."
Yeah.
And so that's what got me started on the whole synthwave thing.
I'll have to look them up. I haven't heard of Midnight.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love it.
I'll message you. It's like, thank you for bringing that up. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you, Jake? What's some
Yeah, man.
bands
I
on
grew
the
up listening to classic rock and then kind of shifted into like the new style of alt rock and whatnot. And so the like, honestly, the like big hair metal bands and stuff just wasn't like my scene growing up.
yeah.
But now, definitely, like now I'm like looking back and like trying to grab like ideas and like
Okay.
the production styles that they were doing, which I mean, 10 years ago, you would have said like, oh, this is like cheesy. This is 80s
Yeah.
stuff. But like right now I'm like, oh, this stuff is awesome. Like they
Oh
were
yeah,
doing
dude.
some really cool stuff. Like,
That's cool.
yeah, 40 years ago. So
Yeah.
it's funny how some like music and just like society goes in like these cycles, right? So that you can always
Right.
be learning from the past. You can be implementing ideas that are new, but they're also like borrowed at the same time. So
That's
Yeah,
true. Very true. And that goes also same for film. Sometimes I was
yeah.
yeah,
watching some films have they were what's the one? Is it Shawshank Redemption?
The prison movie.
Yeah, the prison one. So I
Yeah,
was hearing an interview. I forgot who I was listening to. I think some well-known director or actor, some, and he was saying that that film, when it came out, like it did not do well at all when it first came out. No one wanted to go see it. Box office, they didn't do much on sales because who wants to go see a film about this guy in prison, right? Well, then he said 10 years later or further down, this movie's a classic where people love it and they're watching it. And that's the thing he was saying is like sometimes, even with music, like a song or a film, I mean, if it doesn't get traction right away, it's okay because you move on to the next thing. But watch later on in the years, it's gonna some way come back and they'll be like, whoa, like when did this
yeah,
come
yeah,
out? And then they're gonna appreciate it more down the road.
yeah.
Very
Well,
interesting.
that is interesting, and that's why it's
Yeah.
so important to have a back catalog of music,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so
so
that
I just found that out recently. I was like, that's very interesting about that. I never knew that. So,
I
but
didn't know that either. I love that movie.
yeah, it's a great one. Yeah.
Uh, the last music video I filmed for my heavy metal band, we filmed it at the Shawshank Prison.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got
wow.
like they still have the scene set from like Red's room and stuff. We got
Oh,
to
they
go
do?
check it out. Yeah,
Oh, wow. That's so cool, man. You got to shoot
it
a
was really
music video
cool.
there.
Yeah, we rented the entire prison for an entire day and got
You
free reign.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
we just had free reign. We could do whatever we wanted.
wow.
It was crazy.
Like what went into that? I mean, like you just say, "Hey, can we rent this out for a day?"
Well,
What goes into that?
we were signed to Sony, so
Oh, I see. Oh, they took
they
care of all that.
did all that. We just showed up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they were like, "Here's the door. It's yours." We were like, "Sweet." yeah.
Wow. What a trip.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. Well, let's go into before we end on the episode a little bit more on Boulevards. So what's next for the band? What's next for the group of like new tracks? I know you mentioned you have some you haven't released. They're in the archives. But
Yeah.
Like, what do you plan on doing with a new album down the road? Collaborating all the
Yep.
songs, or what? What's the plan?
Yeah, we're trying to do the goals to do a record a year, an album a
Okay.
year. We're a little bit not on pace this year because we've been getting a lot of traction, so we want to make sure we're putting as much as we can into each song.
Okay.
Um, so right now, One Track Heart, like we should be releasing a new song now, but since it's doing so well, we just filmed a music video last week, so that's the next thing that's going to come out for it.
Okay.
And then, probably 2 or 3 weeks after the music video, we should have another banger coming out
Oh, wow. Very
to
cool.
follow it up. Yeah. So
Nice.
we're just waiting on the editing for the music video. It's already shot. We just gotta wait for the final product.
I see. Well, that's smart.
Yeah.
You're letting your songs build up for people to get used to, and then release the next one.
Yeah, yeah. We were pretty bold at first. We were like, we're gonna do a new song every 4 weeks, and then we realized that that was just it was too much.
Yeah,
Is
I bet.
because we're also filming content consistently, all the time, and that's such a huge task of work.
Yeah.
So yeah, we found a nice happy medium with not releasing so often, but kind of giving everything more attention that it needs.
Yeah. No, that's good, man.
Yeah,
Well, I'm looking forward to the next songs coming out and your music video.
they're
Uh,
good ones, man.
oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're stoked.
well, yeah. And that's so cool that you guys are doing multiple projects. I think that's really important just to stay active and doing what you love.
Yeah,
And that's one thing about Rhythm and Roads, the podcast is, it's not always just a smooth ride. There's always obstacles that come on, right? That there's certain journeys, like for, with faith as well, over, when you pray and ask God, please help me get over this, you'll never know what to expect. And I know a lot of my friends can expect that, where you prayed it and then here it is. But the thing
sure.
is, fear can also stop you from your growth of what you're supposed to be doing in your life. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing we're here to give a platform to those artists to say, you know what, we're able to do it. We failed and we learned, but this is where we're at.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
So,
if you want to be in this business, man, you gotta be willing to ride that roller coaster, man,
yeah,
because the highs are high and the lows are low, man.
that's right.
And and there's a lot of lows and not as many highs.
Yeah.
But when you can fight through that and you can stick with it long enough,
Hmm.
things will happen.
Yeah.
Obviously you got to have the music and love what you do, and you have to have all the precursors to that. But
Right.
you just got to stick with it, man. You just got to stick with it and keep doing what you love, and
Yeah.
eventually something will stick. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah. Don't well said. Yeah. And one thing I did notice your post, I think probably a week or two ago, you said these people don't like our songs, and you posted some of the things, or they were
Oh yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
comments, but these fans do, and then all of a sudden they're blasting it off, and it's just that's true, right? We're gonna have criticism, we're gonna have those that are gonna be like, this and that, but if you look at those that actually, what weighs out more than the naysayers, it's like,
100%.
it's like, no, I'm gonna keep going,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a good post. That
that
post did really,
was that was a
really
good post.
well. Yeah, that one kind of took off there for a minute.
Yeah, that was a that was a good post. I remember I saw that. I was like, hey, I like that they did that. Just to show,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just to show that it is real, that you will get those that will say what they want to say about your music. And then you have all those that are like, hey, I love it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Me and Jake will get together and we're like, man, I hope we got some haters, and we'll like try to find them because it's fun to
Really?
read. Some people say some actually pretty funny stuff that kind of
Oh
cracked
man.
me up.
Wow. Well, I'm glad it's not like, of course, I don't think you guys are the type to let it get to you that much. You'd probably laugh it off like whatever, like okay.
Dude,
Not to the point where you're like,
we're
oh man, that was pretty rough. Like, should we
yeah,
stop?
we're family men, dude. We got a lot more to deal with than people
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
telling us that we look gay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever.
Yeah, there's more to be done, man, in life than look at that. So anyway,
Yeah.
well, for the viewers to catch your like Instagram or find you on Instagram, what's the how we can find you?
Yeah. Instagram, we're at Boulevards Music,
Okay,
and Facebook, you can just type Boulevards and it'll pop up.
all right,
TikTok, we are Boulevards Music as well.
okay,
YouTube, we're Boulevards Official.
on YouTube. Okay,
Yeah,
Hmm.
official.
Official. Yeah. Don't
That's
make.
how you know that it's official because we put official in
Okay.
the name.
All right.
Yeah. And then I think we have Twitter, but I don't think we've ever posted on it
Yeah.
or X. Um,
X.
what else is there? Spotify, obviously.
Yeah.
You can find us
Apple
in
Music.
Boulevards and it'll
Yeah.
pop up. Yeah, you can find the music everywhere. But the big ones we're on are TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
Sweet.
and uh, YouTube.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ryan and Jake, for coming on Rhythm and Roads. I really appreciate you. If you know any other bands that would like to come on and share their story,
Absolutely,
have them
Josh. Thanks for
come.
having us, man. We
Well, yeah,
appreciate it
man.
very
It's such an honor just
Yeah,
to have
thanks,
you
brother.
guys, and it's a blessing. I was just so blessed just to get the message of like, sure, we'll come on. I was like, oh yeah, like
Yeah, heck
I
yeah,
was all
man. Well,
happy. I was
sorry,
like,
sorry for the traveling confusion, but we got her done.
oh, no worries, man. Things come up. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, thank
Of
you
course.
again. I really appreciate you guys for your time, and thank you everyone for watching. And we will catch you on the next episode.